It's
But you want
that's-
but you want to add the insurance
17%,
into
so
it?
that's going, yeah, so
Yeah.
just the wages.
And that was the end of that,
This is
wasn't
what we
it?
approved?
No,
But that's what you
no.
want? Oh, okay. All right. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, do you want me to, I'll hold this?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Hi. Call the Select Board meeting to order for January 23rd, 4:30, the regular meeting. First on the agenda is the amend and approve the minutes from January 9th. Could I have a motion to do so?
So moved.
Second?
Any discussion on those minutes?
I had none.
All right, hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And next is the minutes, or are the minutes from the January 9th work session, working on the budget. I have a motion to approve those minutes.
So moved.
Second?
Any discussion on those?
I had none.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Aye.
Oh, did you sign those? Two spots. Yep. Item number 2, action items. Have set a time and date for the business portion of the town meeting. It's been Thursday nights in the past.
Now, Bill Kelly said that there may be a certain window you have to do that, so I emailed Jamie and Jerry, I have not heard back yet. So I don't know if we can set that today or not. He thought it, so we may have to push it back till next meeting.
It's supposed to be 30 days.
Is it 30 days?
Yeah.
Okay. So we won't set that for a bit then.
All righty.
Bill?
Billy, oh, I didn't give you guys a copy. I'm sorry, my bad.
Oh, I got one.
You got one? Did you get a chance to talk to Goody?
I went over and talked to Goody on Thursday after our meeting. We went through the 5 inspections that are open, or 5 building permits that are open. He was glad to do it. I told him to keep us informed. I tried to find him today and didn't have any luck, but I said coordinate also through Julie if there's an issue. I gave my phone number, I have his, and at this point, as far as I know, without any disruption of any kind, we're moving ahead with that substitute with Goody if he's happy to do it.
All righty, and the new ones are being, we
We
heard
haven't
from,
had any yet.
all right, there were 3 here. Oh, just these are the ones that were passed, right? Those are the
Yeah.
ones that were pending before?
Right,
Okay. So no new ones yet?
right.
I did talk with Goody about that possibility. I said if we really get in a bind, we need someone to help us out. He said he might be willing to talk about that, but I said we're also looking for maybe a contractor if it gets busy or whatever, so I think that's a possibility also.
All right. Very good. I didn't have anything. Electioneering location obviously worked out fine. No issues there. Did you hear anything on
Not
that?
that I
You didn't get any feedback on the electioneering area?
I did not hear him.
Okay. Email MRI, let them know they want to use the contract for the building inspector. Okay, and update the memorandum of understanding on the building inspector.
Yep, and I sent that for you guys to read for the agenda.
And invoice due dates. What was,
Oh, that was just talking about, that they have to, we talked about how the invoices need to match the money, and it also has to be every month, submitted monthly versus every periodically. Just have, consistent
Julie talk to Greg, Tom, about the CPR training options?
And he said he has someone available to train us, so whoever, we just have to coordinate whoever wants to participate, and he can really set it up for any time.
I'll see those guys the 3rd of February, so I'll talk to them about that. Put that on my thing to do.
How long is it, is the training?
Oh, God, I can't,
Is it 3 hours?
I think so. 3-hour training?
I'm not sure, she didn't
I
bring
don't know why
it.
I think it is, but.
Yeah, usually there's like the minimum.
Right.
We posted the ad for the building inspector and the planning board. That's all been done. I saw those. Some notes here. Wednesday the 15th. Thanks for putting these down. This is good. Budget hearing. That was already taking place. Election. That was all this stuff from last time, so we're all good there. February 11th, hearing and vote on warrant articles. That'll be at 3 p.m., February 11th.
What day is it?
Tuesday, I think, Tuesday.
Working.
Tuesday, it looks like. Is that good for everybody? Tuesday, February 11th, warrant article hearing,
What time?
3 p.m.
How come you never have them at night, so some people might be able to come?
I'm not opposed to it, but it's up to the board. Any reason why we chose 3 p.m.?
No.
Gino?
Traditionally, at least the last 25 years, it's been held at night, and the same for the budget hearing, preliminary budget hearings, so that more people could attend, because many of the people that would have been here can't because they weren't. It would be really judicious to close it at night. 6.
Anybody opposed later time?
I guess I'm not opposed to it. I've got a meeting that night, but I'll cancel that one and come to
What time's your meeting?
7. But that's okay. I'll come to this
We go
meeting,
with-
obviously.
We go
5
at 5?
o'clock?
5
5
o'clock?
o'clock? Bill, does
I
that
don't
work?
think that'll solve the question, though, I don't think. Is it 5 o'clock and work?
No, it doesn't. Really doesn't.
Let's just go ahead. Let's do it, 6 work?
I mean, I could be it, but I mean, it's the council.
I'll do whatever you want to do. I'll make your meeting.
5, 6?
Go 6 p.m.
Tuesday.
Correction on
Can
that,
do that.
February 11th,
You can do that.
Tuesday, 6 p.m.
I can do that.
Alrighty. Public comments? Gino?
Just one question of Bill Lockhart, actually. Bill, you were elected last year, and I guess you've gone on record at the meeting saying you're resigning as of the end of your term. Is that true?
Was going to be cleared up today. Was going to do it later on, but I'm withdrawing my resignation.
So you're going to stay the next 2 years?
Yes.
Okay. That's the only question.
Any other public comments? Okay. Police report. Guys aren't here today, so I know they were working on that false alarm fine for Aaron.
Did you talk to them about that?
I did. I did talk to him, and he was going to get back to me with some information on that.
To
but-
Carl, so you want me to follow with Carl?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
3 building matters. Map R0808, lots 11. Install new windows, new roof, and additional kitchen cabinets. Again, all these are being handled by Goody, correct? The
Yes.
ones on this list.
Mhm.
And second building permit was map VO2 lot 10, pour 58 by 86 foundation. And same map VO2 lot 10G to build 14,000 square foot wing, adding 9 rooms, kitchen, laundry, and shop and offices. Those were the ones that were pending when, and Goody will take over for those. Okay.
What happened to Fritz?
Those are Fritz's.
Pardon?
Those are Fritz's. B and C.
Oh, okay.
Those are Fritz's.
So the 5 that were out there, are they all satisfied?
Right now, I hope so, but there's still a state of flux. I mean, this is the first ones we've actually acted on so far, these 3, in terms of recent progress that Goody will handle. Don't know the state of the other 2.
I'll make a point of calling Dee Dee and John Bruni, find out how
That's
they're
right,
doing.
Dee Dee was one of them.
Yeah. And let you know when I hear back.
Okay. We've been waiting a while.
Well, they went ahead, yeah. I don't know if Goody's touched base with them or not. They're one of the 5 on record. I'll find out how their project's going.
Okay. So I already talked about that one. Building permits, and these are all. Okay. New business? Anything on the agenda? Nothing? Old business, building inspector contract, and memorandum of understanding between the town and contracting the building inspector. Have you guys had a chance to look at this new version? I did as well. Seems pretty thorough, I think. Any issues from anybody or anything?
I think I sent a note back about certificates.
Right.
Are
Did
we
you see
gonna-
my follow-up response to that?
No,
There is a section in there under qualifications, it might be the second one down, maybe it does mention certifications.
Okay, all right, I'm happy.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, okay, I'm good.
Yep. I think it's excellent. Excellent.
Great. And that's what we would then,
So we do have someone that's inquired, for more of a description, should I just send that?
I would, yeah.
Okay.
then a final approval on that?
Yeah, I think so.
A motion?
Yeah, yep.
Make a motion that we accept the memorandum of understanding for the building inspector contract for the town of Jackson.
Second?
All right. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
All right?
Yeah.
Aye.
And then that will be made available for every candidate. It's a public document, I think. Do we agree on that?
Yes.
Made
I think it's
available
a
to
public
anybody.
document, yes.
Any other old business? Public comments?
Didn't you have the,
Old business is where I thought we would talk about it. I have finally gotten back in touch with Valley Vision. I know Earl Sires, the town manager in Conway's been busy, but he got our MOU and we signed it. And I had a conversation today with Bill Edmonds at Valley Vision, and he was the gentleman that came here with Mike DiGregorio, and we talked about time slots and everything. The high demand time slots for Valley Vision for that public access channel are 7 to 9 p.m. And we agreed that we were going to show municipal meetings with them is what we were going to submit. He's got 9 p.m. to midnight slots all day long, but he felt like the 7 to 9 time slot was open much of the time, but they had it kind of set aside as a priority for Freiburg. And he was going to be contacting the Board of Selectmen and Earl this week to see if we could get locked into a regular midweek prime time slot, 7 to 9 p.m. And there's also an opportunity to maybe expand on that in those later hours as well. So there's still some flux, but we're going to start, and we're going to start with this meeting tonight. This will be aired Sunday night at 5 o'clock because Freiburg did submit something for this week. So this meeting will be on 5 o'clock Sunday. And hopefully by the next time we meet, we'll have been able to determine whether or not we've been able to lock into a regular time slot with them. Move forward on that, so.
We put
That's
that
where
in
we are.
e-news so they can.
that's what we're gonna get.
Yeah.
Make sure that-
Yeah, I think it's important for it to be on e-news and just do our best to get the word out. And so we still don't have that signed MOU back, but I'm sure it's in the mail, right?
Yeah. B?
Question, how much is this going to cost the grand total?
Well, we approved 5,000
Yeah.
initially, and then on the floor, we approved another 5,000, and that should cover it, right?
Yeah, the contract is for, once you've submitted, once you've entered into an agreement with the original $5,000, then it's a per meeting fee that you're charged. And so because what we're going to submit to them is DVD ready, it's broadcast ready on a DVD, that's going to be a $25 drop-off fee is all that they're going to be
Plus-
charging us.
Plus,
And Hank's contract is going to be for $50 per meeting, and that includes transferring it over to a DVD and dropping it off with them.
you have to get a box to watch Channel 3 now. Just think, it's packaging.
Get-
I'm just telling you.
No.
I didn't believe it, but my friend in North Conway told me, I don't watch Channel 3 anyways, but just, what are you doing?
Larry, did you have something?
I did. On the building inspector position, how long is that going to be out for bid? In other words, available? You know, how much time do they have to, get it bids in?
I don't think we put a time on
Does
it.
it say on the ad?
Well, the ad's only running for a week. Did you put a date as to?
Through tomorrow.
I think there's
Is
a
the,
date on there, there's a date through the apply.
Yeah, I think-
We can, if we don't get adequate, interest, we can, open it again.
On that note, I contacted two people that applied back in 2010 and felt they hadn't been treated exactly fairly. And they were both interested in submitting a bid and said they'd contact the office. But I just did that, I think yesterday or the day before. So I was just wondering if they still
Yep.
have time to
Yep.
get that in.
I don't know what the date was, but when I read it, it looked like it was short notice.
Yeah.
You don't remember what the date?
I didn't post that.
It was
no.
short notice, I
I
think.
mean, you can probably run it another
We
week, I
can
would
run
think.
another one.
Yeah, for at least another
Change
week.
the date.
Any other public comments?
That's
Gino.
fine. I just found out recently that actually, I see in the ad that Andy Chalmers was no longer the building inspector. And I was just wondering, has the board made any statement about why did he resign?
He resigned.
Now, going back to the comment that was just made here, that back in 2010, people weren't treated fairly when they applied. Well, I don't remember, because maybe I wasn't there then when they applied. I thought Andy applied before that. But I remember the process, and when I was on, there was one guy from way up near Haverhill somewhere that applied and had no background. We had a local applicant that had no credentials that we could find. And then we had a guy apply from Vermont. And the other solution was to take MRI, but they were like, $50 or $60 an hour. So that's.
Which is what Andy was charging us too.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I never got involved in that, because I think last year we charged like $5,000, but I don't know how many hours he was working.
Right.
But the thing is, hopefully you're gonna find somebody qualified, but I don't think at the time, if I were there, I don't think anybody, and I think Dee was there at the time. I don't remember that business of anybody not being treated well when they came in, but that could be their opinion, but I don't. And the other question they had.
Just to kind of follow up before you go on,
Yeah.
we are going to be hopefully getting in a contract with MRIs to take the future building inspections under their wing. And like I said, they are about $57.50 an hour plus mileage, but
Way over Mopro, right?
coming from Ossipee, yep.
And so it's gonna.
But we're not going to do it a daily, we're trying to manage it so it won't be a daily, come up for 3 hours and drive all the way back down, but we'll see
Yeah,
how,
I think it's good if it's not political, it's good if it's out of town, that's fine, I don't have a problem with that.
Go ahead, what was your second question?
The other question was, well, I understand, a couple of things happen. I've just been finding this stuff over the transom, so, not to forgive me, I don't really follow the meetings that closely, but, I understand that we changed, people that handled our salaried, hourly, people, the billing and stuff like that. And someone told me, again, this is just, that we were paying $5,000 more for that service now than we were paying before. Can the board comment on that?
What service, I don't know what you're talking
The hourly, keeping track of the time cards and stuff for employees. It's farmed out, the check service is farmed out, right, for, well, maybe the office manager.
For the payroll, you mean?
Yeah, the payroll, yeah. I was just wondering why we are spending more. I think it's like through ADT or something now? ADP, and it was through a local guy before who seemed to be doing very, very well.
We're actually not paying more.
Okay, well, that's just rumor, so if it's rumor, it's rumor. But I don't know what he did to get him dissolved, but I guess he's no longer our guy. But anyway, that's all,
A lot of changeover we had was because of services that were offered that weren't offered from other people. And, whether it be through, internet services or services and support or things like that.
Yeah.
Was some of the reasons we changed over. The money, I think most of the money was a wash, if I remember correctly. Any other comments?
So what's your intention to go with, is to hire an individual now, but then you're only using as an interim?
Correct. It's a company out of Wolfboro area.
That's just an interim thing?
Right. And again, we have, right now it's slow, which is kind of fortunate, building season obviously is slower, so we don't have that many building inspections coming through right at the moment. So it's a good time for a transition, I guess, until we find somebody to take over for him. Randy?
Yeah. Larry? Is Larry there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Larry, wake up. You mentioned that there were a couple of people that felt they weren't treated properly. These people were not people from Vermont or anything, were they? Would you mind shedding some light on that?
That was just an opinion, and
Yeah, I don't think it's probably appropriate.
I wish I hadn't even said it
Yeah,
at this point, I'm sorry.
It's probably isn't appropriate for this conversation
Yeah,
here.
that's,
Any other
the
comments?
last question then is, I think it's been answered by Bob. The contract, it's a public document, I could get a copy of that?
Yep.
The planning board worked real hard on putting that together. I'd love to see what the final.
Sure.
And I think just because it's only been a draft up until tonight, as tonight's the night we've approved it, is why it hasn't been circulated. You'll find that when you match it up with the planning board created article, that much of the language is pulled straight from that. So that we felt it was going to be the clearest way to fulfill the terms of what the planning board put together. Yeah.
Anything else? Anybody? I have nothing else? No? All right. Let's take a motion to adjourn. World record.
I'm just getting warmed up. So moved.
Second.
All those in
Okay.
favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So it wasn't 50.